Urbanite Theater is the newest addition to the Suncoast art scene, and they're making waves with their fresh, bold style and their often edgy topics. Their latest show, Breadcrumbs, is a story that is very emotional, and it's about the struggles of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Please welcome Brendan Reagan and Brittany Proya. Now, let's talk about this fun topic, Alzheimer's disease.
Heavy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not something that's really cheery, but I think it's something that's so prevalent today that it's an issue that I think we need to confront, and that this particular play does so pretty tenderly. So it is a difficult subject, but it's one I think we need to explore.
And I think we need to explore it in the theater, because that way we're looking into both sides of it, the person experiencing it and the other person, and it takes away the fear in a lot of cases.
I think so. I think it brings us closer to issues and opens our eyes about things that we're normally not too aware about. So I know I learned quite a bit about this play directing, and I started knowing that obviously it was a difficult disease, but I had no idea how common. I mean, a new case of Alzheimer's gets diagnosed every 70 seconds, which was news to me.
I've heard that after a certain age, your chances of having it are 1 in 2. So it's something we all have to learn about. Now, speaking of 2, you play 2 characters in this, right?
I do. I play Beth, who is a caretaker of Alida, who is the woman diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And I also play her mother when she is 8 years old. So the fascinating thing about this play is that the character Beth really reminds Alida of her mother. So she'll see Beth in a position or hear a word, and a synapse will fire, and all of a sudden you're back in time, and she plays her mother, and I play her mother, and she plays herself as an 8-year-old.
Oh, wow.
How has this affected you, really getting to the mind of a person with Alzheimer's?
Oh, interestingly enough, my grandmother is currently in the throes of Alzheimer's right now, and my mother is one of her primary caretakers.
Oh.
So researching this disease, what the person suffering is dealing with as the person that is caring for them has been really interesting, and it's been mirrored in my own life. And listening to my mother tell stories about my grandmother and my mother's confusion about her shift in personality and behavior, and seeing that exact same thing in this play, I think we can help each other a lot deal with what she's going through.
Does that give this an extra meaning for you?
Oh yes, oh yes. I actually, we have Mondays and Tuesdays off, and I just got off a plane a few days ago from West Virginia visiting her. So it gives a lot of meaning. Sometimes some evenings are a little more difficult than others, but it's been helpful.
You know, I'm so happy to see the Urbanite doing these cutting-edge plays and very edgy plays. I've always complained about we're seeing the same old Broadway shows over and over and over. Isn't there anything new? Everything is new at the Urbanite.
Yeah, everything is brand new. So we specialize in plays that are hopefully 5 years old or newer. So a lot of things that are brand new. Everything we've done up to this point has been a regional premiere or even a U.S. premiere. So you haven't seen any of the plays we've done before, and we like that. We don't like to do the plays that have any name recognition. We know that that appeals to a lot of people, but I think the arts in Sarasota are phenomenal, and we don't need any more theaters doing that, because the ones that do it are so good at it.
Yeah.
So we thought if we're going to make our mark, we're going to do something totally different. New plays, edgier content, small casts, and about. You know, we always like to do a show about a social issue that we feel like is important, so that you leave with some discussions to be had.
And
Yes.
a small theater. It's an intimate experience.
Very, yeah. It's 60 seats, and we're a true black box, so we totally reorient the seats every time you come in. Part of the fun is coming in, and it's set up in a new way, and you know, we really like to make it sort of an experiential theater going experience, rather than sitting in the audience and looking up at the stage. You're part of the world, and you don't know how that's going to be different time to time.
Oh, this is great, and you can see Breadcrumbs through September 18th. It's at the Urbanite Theater, and for more information and tickets, you can go to urbanitetheater.com.